Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! I have never been so honored and so humbled to have been in the presence of over 3,000 unbelievable sweethearts. You have been so kind to this YouTube channel. It blows my mind every single time that I open my eyes and log on to this YouTube channel and see so many incredible people having hit the subscribe button. 25 years ago when I started my radio and YouTube career, I never ever imagined that I would create a YouTube channel with over 3,000 girls who have been incredibly supportive of my vision, what I wanted to create for you guys. Unbelievable. And all I ever wanted from you girls was for you to hit the subscribe button to let me know that you love these YouTube videos and you love what I create for you. Because it is a huge honor for me to be the voice of Descendants and Zombies for as long as I have been for each and every one of you. You know, me and my dad had a really good friendship. Very few guys have friendships with their dad that they actually talk about and are open and honest about. But if I can talk to you with an open heart and an open mind, me and my dad were really good friends. We were really good buddies. And he would be so proud of each and every one of you for having hit the subscribe button if he were here tonight with us. And I think he would say thank you 1,000 times over for having supported his son. Because all I've ever wanted to do was create something special for each and every one of you. And if he would have told me 20 years ago that he wouldn't be here tonight and I would go on to create a YouTube show that would attract so many beautiful girls to have hit the subscribe button, I probably would have thought he was crazy or out of his mind. But he always believed that I would go down in history for having been one of the greatest to ever do it and say how I felt, and so many people would listen to my voice from wherever they were, whatever they were going through. And 25 years later, he's not here to tell me, but I know he's watching, and I know that every little girl who ever hit my subscribe button loves these videos. So I'm going to do the honor of creating Descendants and Zombies videos for each and every one of you for the rest of my life. And I want you to know that. No matter if this franchise lasts the next 10 years, the next 20 years, the next 100 years, the next millennium, the next century, what have you, I will be here for forever creating Descendants and Zombies videos for you. Why am I going to do that? Because I think Ruby Rose Turner is an incredible human being. Her message of kindness is something that stole my heart from the very first time that I heard her say, if I can quote Ruby, "Life is sweeter when you are, and you get more with sugar than you do salt." And not just because Ruby believes it, because each and every one of you show it to me every single night that you hit the subscribe button. Every single time you hit that subscribe button, you show me that life is sweeter when you are. You know, I don't have to keep saying it on this channel. I don't have to keep preaching it, because you show it to me every single time with your actions, how many times you hit the like button, how many times you hit the subscribe button, how you talk to me about your favorite Descendant stars, how you see yourself through the eyes of your favorite Descendants characters. This has been an incredible experience. This is a journey that you guys got me on. And I say this because I created a lot of shows over the years. I was under contract with a lot of companies that I didn't want to be under contract with, I didn't want to work with. I had a lot of business partnerships that I don't even want to remember. I've lost so many relationships because of the decisions and choices I have made, and I've chosen all of you over things I probably should have never chosen you over. But do I regret it? No. Because I know somewhere out there, there is somebody who loves Descendants so much and loves this channel so much that I would give up my life and become a full-time YouTube creator for all of you. Because I have believed that you have deserved to hear far better than what you've been hearing about the Descendants and Zombies for a very long time. How does one, explain this to me, how does one get away with criticizing Kylie Control as much as they have? How does one get away with criticizing Ruby Rose Turner as much as what they have? It's beyond me. I think they really need to leave these stars alone because you love them so much. And I've never ever wanted to do that to anybody because I've recognized the popularity of the franchise. I know how much they mean to each and every one of you. And because I know how much they mean to each and every one of you, I'm going to do my absolute best and put my heart into every video that I create for each and every one of you. Did I love the very first Descendants in 2015? On July 31st, 2015, my life unquestionably changed for the better. because I fell into a niche that I never want to fall out of love with ever again. And if you girls would do me the honor of hitting my subscribe button a few more 100 times, or a few more 1,000 times, or possibly 1,000,000 times, and open up your heart with an open heart and open mind, and telling me you love this YouTube channel a little bit more, I'll stay here forever. There is nothing else I want to commentate on. There is nothing else that I want to do. Only create videos for each and every one of you, because I know how much this franchise means to thousands of people who have put up over 30,000 views on this YouTube channel in 3 months. Not 6 months, not a year. 3 months. I know independent artists in the music industry that create YouTube channels, and they have YouTube channels for over a decade. There are people who I know that have created YouTube channels all the way back in 2016, some in 2012, with only 377 views, 1,000 views accumulated. That's not even over 500,000 views. 377,000 views in 10 years. I put up almost 50,000 views in 3 months. Last year I had over 120,000 views because you guys love this YouTube channel so much. All I ever was a guy involved in the professional wrestling industry who played video games, who loved playing board games, who loved watching cartoons. The reason why I know so much about Meg Donnelly and respect Meg Donnelly so much is because I watch Bluey just like she does every single night. Why do I watch Bluey every single night? Because of the kind message. Because I believe the words "I love you" are never heard enough, and I think that Bluey is a beautiful show, just as like she does. Why do I know so much about Ruby Rose Turner? Because I think that she is so genuinely kind. And that was the thing about Ruby. Ruby was just genuinely kind. And that's why I liked her so much. Because when I couldn't make sense of my own life, Ruby helped me make sense of my own life. You guys helped me make sense of my own life. There was just something about hearing Ruby's voice on the song "Life is Sweeter When You Are" that I could never get out of my head. That I could never resist. And I instantly, just as fast as you could snap your fingers, fell in love with that song. Because of its message of kindness. I love when I see people being kind to each other. I love volunteering so I can be kind to other people. I love creating these videos so I can be kind to each and every one of you and illustrate for each and every one of you how far kindness can go. You know, you're never afraid of the dark. You're just afraid of what you can't see in the dark. And Descendants undoubtedly became my light out of darkness every single time. For at least the last decade, you guys have been my light out of darkness because, I don't know, I was talking about a lot of stuff on YouTube and the radio that I could never make sense of. I didn't enjoy talking about it, and I wasn't getting any subscribers or any likes. But somehow I was always famous for everything that I did on the internet. And I don't know why for the life of me. I don't even know how people are finding these videos. I really don't. I just like to think of it as I was on a journey through the forest one night, and I walked in through Oregon's doors, and I have never left since. I've walked in through the doors of Oregon, enlisted in Oregon Prep, and I've never left since. And I'm going to be here for a very long time. We've got a year before Descendants 5 Wicked Wonderland is released publicly on Disney Channel and Disney Plus, and I am in for the ride. And I think it's going to be an incredible ride with that. It's going to be an incredible ride because we don't know what to expect next. We don't know what's coming next. We don't know what characters we're going to see. All we know is that we're going to see characters from Encanto and Princess and the Frog, which were beautiful musicals in their own right. I saw every single one of them, and every single musical that's been profiled with a character from Descendants that have represented it, I've seen. I've cried my eyes out watching the animated Beauty and the Beast. I cried my eyes out watching the live-action Beauty and the Beast. I cried my eyes out watching the animated Cinderella. I cried my eyes out watching the live-action Cinderella. And no guy's ever going to tell you that or publicly admit to that on their podcast, but I do that because we share in the same passion, and I know I can tell you all that. I saw Beauty and the Beast for the first time in 1991, and that opening scene with the castle was devastating to my heart for some reason, and I still cry when I see the animated classic. I still cry every single time I see the mice helping Cinderella stitch her dress together, which is a dress in the live action that would take you 45 minutes to walk the length of a sidewalk. There is a sidewalk outside my window, and that sidewalk is long enough to walk the full length of Cinderella's fabric used to create the live action adaptation of her dress. But there's just something about all these movies that touched my heart every single time. So it didn't surprise me at all that Descendants touched my heart as much as what it did. Through the power of the music, the power of the script, how the plot unfolded, the stars, Connor Contrell, Dove Cameron, Mila Baker, Ruby Rose Turner, whoever you're talking about. I want to say this. I want the best out of life for all these Descendant stars, and through my eyes and through my heart, the power of it, if I could use my heart to do one good deed, it would be to secure the futures of their lives and to give them the best lives possible. Long after I'm dead and gone, one thing I want to be remembered for is instilling in all of your hearts that kindness definitely can go a long way and further than what you may think. All you have to do is really just put it into perspective, take a step back, which I'm sure you do from time to time, because I have a lot of incredibly kind people subscribe to this YouTube channel and who have yet to subscribe. But I have also wanted the legacies of people such as Ruby and Kylie to live eternally in all of your hearts because of all the criticism they have received. And for the better part of 10 years, ever since I've been watching Kylie on YouTube, all she ever wanted to do was create videos and sing and dance and entertain each and every one of you. Can we please let her do that? Can we just please let her do that? Why are all these critics on YouTube jumping down her throat? Because she's not a Donald Trump supporter, because she's not this, or she's not that, or she feels this way about this, or she doesn't feel this way about that many people think she should. Can we please stop criticizing them? Can we please stop criticizing this franchise as a whole and give somebody something to be excited about a year from now? I'm really excited for a year from now. I'm really excited for 2026. We got a lot of fun stuff happening in 2026. We have Descendants 5, Wicked Wonderland, a title I love. Title I fell in love with as soon as they announced it. I had my thoughts on what the title of this one could be. I was excited just as much as each and every one of you were to hear what the title was going to be. And the title of it, following its announcement, has made me even more excited than I initially ever was about Descendants 5, Wicked Wonderland. And the cool thing about this YouTube channel is there are so many beautiful people subscribed to this YouTube channel because they think the same thing I do and have the same analogies as what I do. Because we share in the same passion. It is a passion undeniably that has brought us all together. My favorite Descendants character, for those of you who are new here, is Ruby Rose Turner. Bridget. I love her dearly. Why did you take her out of Descendants 5? The only excuse you can throw at me is because the essence of time travel has been taken out of this, and we're focusing on the Kingdom Cup games, which I guess is why I should be the announcer for the Kingdom Cup games. Hey, check this out. Welcome to the Kingdom Cup games. Now introducing the participants. The Queen of Hearts' daughter, she's fearless, she's strong, she doesn't care what anybody thinks of her. Kylie Cantrell. You know, I've always wanted to do that kind of stuff. I've always done voiceover work for pro wrestling, boxing, the MMA, UFC. You guys are probably too young to remember what I used to do for pro wrestling, but I've been around for a really long time. Perhaps your parents remember some of the shows I used to host years ago. I think I've had everything online when it comes to YouTube and internet radio. I remember when I used to host a show in my parents' basement, which wasn't very big. I didn't have a whole lot of money. All I ever wanted was for somebody to hear my voice. All I ever wanted was to proudly pontificate and advocate for, let me say this, I wanted to advocate for people that you love so much. Because I would sit in my basement every night or in my room like I'm doing tonight with strobe lights and really cool posters and every PlayStation 5 video game in existence. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2. There's actually a full cabinet of video games that you guys don't see right in front of me under my TV. Those are just a few games that I have. I think I must have collected every PlayStation game there is to have collected. You're saying to yourself, man, you have a really cool YouTube channel. You are so sweet. Tell me more about your life. The thing is, I don't know. I fell in love with this franchise because of just how beautiful it was. Lost every relationship that I ever had because I love Descendants as much as what I have. Lost every relationship I ever had because of zombies and I loved it so much. I think it was because I loved Kylie Cantrell more than I probably loved my own girlfriend. I don't know. And I loved all of you. Because every single time she thought I was an asshole, every single person who ever subscribed to this YouTube channel loved me so much and more than she ever could. Because you saw yourself through the eyes of Kylie Cantrell. You saw yourself through the eyes of Ruby Rose Turner. You saw yourself through the eyes of Mila Baker, who is someone that I never give enough credit for. Perhaps I should, and I will get around to doing that. Because I love the Are You Afraid of the Dark reboot in 2022 that she was a part of. I don't know. I guess girls never liked the idea of me sitting down with a bowl of popcorn and watching every season of SpongeBob SquarePants. I think there are 13 seasons of that, are there not? Hey Google, how many seasons of SpongeBob SquarePants are there?
According to en.wikipedia.org, as of June 27, 2025, 321 episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants have aired, currently in its 16th season.
I figured that between 13 and 16 seasons. So, if there have been 16 seasons of SpongeBob SquarePants, I've watched virtually every single one of them. And for some reason, I'm infected by a zombie apocalypse tonight. You're going to have to forgive me because I'm a real sweetheart. So I would sit down and I would watch every season of SpongeBob SquarePants. Ultimately, the girl would think to herself, what am I doing with this guy? I'm wasting my time. And they would leave me. I would wake up in the morning and they would be gone. Phone number would be changed. They'd be moved out of the country, what have you. And moved out of town with some other guy. And 3 weeks later, they'd find somebody else who probably drove a motorcycle, was a pro wrestler themselves. I was a journalist in pro wrestling, so they chose the pro wrestler over the pro wrestling journalist. So all of my life, all I ever wanted to do was commentate on what you loved. And you guys have welcomed me into this niche with open arms. And I know I say crazy things like I want the Descendants cast to come live with me and shoot Descendants 6 because I would have the time of my life creating Descendants for each and every one of you. I would have the time of my life shooting a sci-fi musical such as Zombies for each and every one of you. That scene at the end of Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires, when they went up on top of the hill and they discussed their future at the end of the movie and the final scene and the climax, put me in mind of a hill that I was on top of earlier this week. I went on top of the highest hill here in this province and I looked down at the water and I thought to myself, this reminds me of the scene from Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires. I took a couple of pictures for it for social media. Beautiful scenes in this province and beautiful locations they could have shot zombies on. You know what? Hit the subscribe button a couple of thousand times and, give me 10,000 subscribers. And I will create Descendants and Zombies in a way for you that nobody's ever created it for you. And that includes Kenny Ortega, Jennifer Fang, and Kimmy Gatewood, who will be producing Descendants 5, Wicked Wonderland. The thing is, everybody signs on to be the director of Descendants, and they all do the same thing. They bring in a bunch of characters that sometimes make no sense. And they don't focus on the story as much as what they should. The story in Descendants, The Rise of Red, left a lot to be desired. Not in the way of the credibility of the stars or the enthusiasm of the stars, but it left a lot to be desired because you can't tell a story in 90 minutes and complete it. I think instead of introducing a bunch of characters, offer us explanations as to why we're in the positions we're in, why we've seen what we have, and why Red will have a sister now because of time confliction and the consequences of time travel, played by Liamani Segura. And see where we go from here. Liamani Segura is a beautiful girl, by the way. I look forward to her portrayal of Pink. I think I will fall in love with her within 5 minutes of laying my eyes on her. I've been following her for a very long time, but it comes down to the portrayal of a character for me, and that is an indication as to whether or not I will fall in love with her. But I have no doubt in my mind, if you guys love her so much, I will love her too. And I will praise her up for the next 365 days on this show, because this show will always be here for each and every one of you. You have wanted the Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel, you have got it. It may not be the official Descendants of Zombies themed YouTube channel, but you have got it in me. Do I think we should close the book on Dove Cameron reprising a role as Mel? I don't want to, but we have no choice. Because while she publicly went on so many podcasts after the final chapter of Descendants had been written and completed in 2019 and said she's wanting to so desperately leave her Disney past behind her, I said that same night that I was not going anywhere. And I was going to do my best to stay here eternally for each and every one of you. If you girls will be so obliging to show me love and smash the like button a million times while Dove Cameron takes her ball and goes home, I will stay here for forever until the day we see Dove Cameron return to reprise her role, which could possibly be never. But even if it is never, I'll be here for forever. You will always have me. You will always have my opinions. You will always have my critique analogy of Descendants. And I'm going to put my heart into everything that I do. The thumbnails, the descriptions, the videos, the quality of the videos. I was seriously thinking about purchasing a $300 microphone over the next couple of months. Perhaps in October, I will buy the most expensive microphone that I could possibly ever purchase for this YouTube channel. You know, just to let you in a little bit behind the scenes secrets. All the other YouTube channels out there are monetized who create Descendants or Zombies videos because they fill their YouTube channels up with bots or fake subscribers that affect the algorithm. Their videos get suggested. They get 50,000 views, 50,000 likes, and 50,000 subscribers. This YouTube channel has yet to see monetization. I don't care if it sees monetization because I don't care about money put into an AdSense account. I don't care if I see one single penny from this YouTube channel. All I've ever wanted to do is talk to your hearts, have you hit the subscribe button. The guy hosting the show. You have a friendship with the guy hosting the show because we both share in the same passion. I don't care if I see one single dime from this show. All I've ever wanted to do is make each and every one of you happy and let people like Kylie Cantrell and Ruby Rose Turner know that it is okay to Google themselves now. It is okay to type their name in a search bar because they will find and hear something nice on this YouTube channel. One can only hope that Ruby is going to click on my thumbnail and hear my stories. Because I think, I could come on here and say, I like this about Descendants, I like that about Descendants, but that doesn't tell you anything about the host of the show, does it? Because so many people, everybody does that. Everybody does that. They do these stupid reaction trailer videos, react to the trailer for 30 seconds. There's this crazy cat lady on YouTube that makes no sense to me whatsoever. There's another guy who shoves a chili dog halfway down his throat while he talks about Descendants or Zombies. Nobody ever tells you anything about their life, what they're going through, why they like Descendants, why they don't like Descendants. There's another guy who swears his head off in videos for Geek Nation or whatever they're called. I think that you have heard utterly ridiculous reviews of Descendants for long enough. And while they may have 30,000 subscribers, okay, cool. Your YouTube is light years ahead of mine. But that doesn't mean that you have 3,000 sweethearts subscribed to your YouTube channel who think I'm the hottest guy in the world for creating Descendants videos. I know you love this YouTube channel, and this YouTube channel will forever and always be here for each and every one of you. You had beautiful Descendants videos. There is an archive of beautiful hundreds of Descendants videos. There's a really sweet guy hosting the show who is here for you because he knows how much you love Descendants and Zombies. I saw the Worlds Collide tour. I thought it was beautiful. I saw the whole show. I love the special effects. I don't know why there wasn't more pyro. And believe you me, if you guys get me in as the producer and writer for Descendants to work with Kylie Cantrell and Mila Baker, we're going to blow stuff up. We're going to have so much pyro, Disney is going to be bankrupt for the next 6 years. The next century, because I will put so much pyro and so much special effects into this. Smoke machines are one way of looking at it. And I've had experiences with smoke machines because I fell down through the stage of Phantom of the Opera one night. That was an experience that I chose to forget about. But I thought it was a funny story, and I've told it to you many times on this show. For those of you who are new here, you're really going to love it here. Because I am the sweetest guy, I think, to ever create a Descendants or Zombies video for everybody. I love creating these videos for every one of you. I think you have deserved to hear far better than what you have heard on YouTube. You're going to have to forgive me because I'm a real sweetheart, and I hope that thousands of people watch this video. I hope this video gets thousands of views once it finds its way into the algorithm. I hope that everybody hits the subscribe button because you like this channel. I hope you like the set. I hope you like the expensive Costco Mickeys. I bought that Mickey Mouse at Costco. I bought the Minnie Mouse online a couple of days ago to go with him. I don't know. I love talking about Descendants and Zombies. And I will tell you the exact same thing tomorrow, the exact same story over again, because there's somebody out there who hasn't heard it yet. And I'll probably tell you about some cool video game that I bought today or tomorrow at the store. If I'm not hosting the show, I'm just at EB Games, which is 5 minutes out the road at the mall. I don't know, a really cool guy who wants you to hit the subscribe button because you love Descendants or Zombies. And he wants you to stay calm and zombie on because the chances of us living through a zombie apocalypse and living in a world where humans and zombies could coexist is very real. I mean, think about it. How many idiot guys do you see every single day that are zombified? When you really think about it. A guy doesn't understand how important a girl is. I seem to be the only guy who has that figured out because girls are so incredible. They help us make sense of everything. Or at least you guys help me make sense of everything. And I'm really happy you're here. This YouTube channel has been a wonderful experience of mine, and an experience that I know I'm never going to forget. And from my heart to yours, thank you so much for having made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies. I don't know where I would be without each and every one of you. I honestly don't. Because this has just been an incredible experience of mine that I know I am never ever going to forget. Thank you so much. If you have not hit the subscribe button, you're going to want to do that because I want you to stay here for forever and enjoy this experience with me. Because life is sweeter when all of you are. Man, am I ever going to miss Ruby being a part of Descendants 5. For the life of me, I don't know how they're going to do Descendants 5 without Ruby. I really don't. I love you guys so much. If you have not subscribed, you're going to want to do that because kindness really does go a long way in this world. Bye, YouTube. I love you so much. I hope you hit that subscribe button.